Look at this shit.
Damn, yo, how sad would that be? You window shopping at the grocery store.
Hello and welcome to episode 15 of the Two Steps Forward Sneaker Podcast.
What up?
What's going on, guys? So Reggie, what's going on with you?
Chilling, man.
How you doing? How's your weekend?
Good Sunday.
Yeah.
Same old. The weather's nice today.
Yeah, man.
It was cold as hell yesterday morning,
Yeah.
and then by the end of the day, like warmed up.
Yeah, it's
And
real
today's
warm.
today's like probably in the 60s.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when I was like walking outside, like packing up stuff. I was like, damn, like actually, like I'm comfortable outside. I don't need like a thick ass jacket or anything like that.
Yeah. A little it's nice. Yesterday I went to I've never done this before, but I really wanted to do it. I went to the movie theater to watch the fight. And,
which theater was that?
I went to Tyson's.
Okay.
And because I was reading, like, I know they did that, and then I was reading some stuff, and people were talking about their reactions from the previous Fury and Wilder fight, and they were saying how they were in the movie theater, and when like Fury got back up after he got knocked down, like everyone started getting hyped, and I was like, man, like that's a lot more fun to me than like being in the room with like however many people are in the movie theater room, and just kind of like getting in that moment, you know.
Yeah.
So. I did that yesterday with my brother and a couple of friends, and it was dope, man. Like, real dope. And did you end up watching the fight?
I didn't watch the fight live, but I did like it's like a 25-minute like highlight clip on YouTube. Someone had cut together.
Pretty much the whole fight.
Yeah, no, it was the entire fight.
Yeah,
just without any.
And I needed like the trainers like. Just a straight fight.
Yeah,
you know?
it was just a straight fight. Like I didn't get any commentary really, unless it was like during the actual like fighting that was happening.
Yeah, man.
What did you think? Like, were you rooting for?
I was rooting for Wilder,
Okay.
man. I was rooting for Wilder, but I'm not mad at Fury. You know what I mean? Like,
because he like dominated the fight, man.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even.
But beyond that, for Fury, for me, like he has like a really great story. Like he was like an addict and like overcame a whole bunch of shit and like cleaned himself up and like so. But yeah, Fury, like the first round was competitive between both, and then after that, I don't know if it was in the first or the second round, but. Fury like hit him in the ear. His ear was just fucking bleeding the whole time. And my brother during the fight was like, yeah, that's gonna set off his equilibrium. And later on in the fight, one of the announcers, they said that, but like, because you would see him and people, when I was in the movie theater, people behind me were like, oh, Wilder's tired, Wilder's this. Yeah. And it's like, yo, like he wasn't tired, bro. Like he couldn't stand. Like he was like wobbly. He couldn't do anything. And it's like, so by the end of the fight in the 7th round, when they threw in the towel, they did the right thing. Yeah. It's like, you want to save him because like the more beating he takes, like he's might not be the same coming back. Yeah. And it was the right thing. I'm bummed out that he lost, but like, you know, and like now you got all these Black History Month memes. It's like, did you see his intro?
Nah, I didn't see his intro.
He came out with like super black, like he wore like this all black thing. He had like this dude named Surf. He's like a rapper from California, I think. It kind of sounds just like Kendrick. But he was doing like this song about like black, you know, black power, all of this. And it's like, this man just gonna get whooped. It's like, come on, dog. You know, I mean, I know it's not about that, but, you know, we could joke about it.
Yeah.
But definitely, I'm disappointed with the outcome, but it was a great fight.
So, yeah, no, absolutely. So do you think that like there's no chance he got like rocked and that's what set him off? Like it was the ear shot you're saying? Like
I mean, he did get rocked, and the rocking is like affected.
The ear shot,
you know what I mean? Like he got knocked down, I think twice. Some of them were tripped. He got tripped too, and people thought that was a knockdown. And
like Tyson Fury was like really like leaning on him the entire time, just like trying to push him down and stuff.
The thing is, Fury came on. He said he would do everything different from the previous fight. But here's the thing, like with Wilder, I like Wilder, but he's not a good technical boxer. Yeah. And there was a fight, I don't know how many fights ago this was. He was fighting this dude named Ortiz. And this guy Ortiz is a boxer, but he was rocking him. He was rocking Wilder. Yeah. But the thing is, Wilder can take punches. Even after he was like messed up with the ear, Wilder kept taking those punches. He should have been like, those punches that Fury was throwing, Wilder should have been knocked out a long time ago. And he wasn't going down. He
was eating a ton of punches.
A ton of them, bro. And it's like, so with Ortiz, that fight with Ortiz, he was getting rocked. But Wilder, he just needs to hit you one good time, you know? And then, so in that fight with Ortiz, like he was getting rocked, and then he got Ortiz good, and then he knocked him out. He won by, you know? And that's what needed to happen for him yesterday. But the way that he was, there was no way that was gonna happen.
Yeah, he wasn't even able to throw punches really.
Exactly.
Like towards the end of the fight, he was like hands down and just like only eating punches.
I mean, that's why they threw the towel in, because it's like you're not gonna win like that. You're just getting messed up.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
But nah, man, I enjoyed it. It's like I was talking to some friends, and it's like boxing kind of lost its luster for a while. I mean, I'm still a fan. Like I watch, you know, if there's a boxing a match on, I'll watch it. But like, I'm happy that there was such a big fight like the one yesterday, where like it's a because heavyweight was like always like the biggest. If you think about like the greatest boxers of all time, most of them are like heavyweights. You think of like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. You know, like a lot of those dudes, they're heavyweights. And recently, the more popular boxers were like Pacquiao and Mayweather, and it's like those are not heavyweights. You know.
Yeah.
So I was happy that like we could have like a huge fight of like these two heavyweights, these two good dudes, you know. Both of them were undefeated before that fight.
Yeah.
So, but there's gonna be a third one, like you know this.
Yeah, definitely.
There's gonna be a third one. Like if the first one's a draw, and then another guy wins the second one, they're gonna come out.
Yeah.
So, you know, so hopefully Wilder can like learn to box this time. But not I mean, like, dude has power, but he's not like you know, he relies on his power over everything, you know. So but,
I'm definitely interested in another fight.
Yeah,
that was just, it was a lot going on, a lot to watch, a lot to see. It
was a great fight, man. Like I'm very glad I went to, you know, pay the $22 for that.
So it was $22.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess that's not too bad, but they're making money off that.
Oh yeah, they're making like
that's good.
They paid $75 for the fight, and then the room. I don't know how many people are sat in a movie room, but
they probably have to pay more than standard pay-per-view fees
because of that. Yeah,
I feel like they have to pay a little bit more, but still, they're still getting on top.
I'll tell you this, like it was straight, but the one thing that pissed me off, like they had the closed captions on, and it's like, bro, like we are in a movie theater, like this shit is loud, bro. Like.
So was it? I'm assuming they're still selling like movie food, like full price and everything.
You get popcorn, you know, you do. But you know, I'm trying to eat better now, so I ate a little bit of popcorn. I didn't get no soda, none of that. But it was dope, man. Like I enjoyed it, and again, it was a great fight. Not the outcome I wanted, but you know, can't be mad. Nah, a great fight's a great fight. Don't matter if your guy loses or wins. Like unless you got money on it, and you know,
like, and then you have people that are really angry,
exactly,
really angry.
Exactly. That's why my thing, like with like gambling and all of that, bro. Like it just stops you from like enjoying the sport, you know.
Or you enjoy it a lot more.
Well, yeah, it depends on how shit goes. You know what I mean? But if it don't go your way, it's like, you know?
It's mad stressful. Like you're like rooting for things that are. So inconsequential, even in like the grand outcome, like your team could win, you could be happy and still be just dying inside because there's one bet that didn't go a certain way during the game. Yeah,
exactly. Have you seen Uncut Gems yet?
Nah, what's that?
It's the Adam Sandler movie where he's like a gambler and like he's a jeweler, but he's also a gambler and does all types of shit.
Is it a good movie?
I thought it was really good. Yeah, I'd say it was even
like
great.
Adam Sandler's like ends of the spectrum when it comes to.
Yeah, the thing is, Adam Sandler's one of those actors where it's like he has his comedic shit, but like he's also a good actor, you know, if he wants to, you know. But there's just one scene, not one scene, but like he's a gambler and I guess I talked to Nick because Nick is very familiar with that type of stuff, and he was saying like he would have like a parlay, and it'd be like the tip off would be in it in a basketball game, and it's like, oh yeah, the Celtics are gonna get the tip off, and it's like, yo, imagine you have a parlay with that, and then that doesn't happen, you lose your whole shit. You know, but I know that happens. Like people bet like that. You know, I just don't have it in me to be like that, bro.
Nah, man.
And they're not betting $2 on these things. They're betting like huge money. You know.
Yeah.
But
parlay is something I've never. I mean, I've
because the parlay everything got to go, right?
Yeah, nah. I've taken those types of bets before, but it's usually like with like $2 or $3 just to try to up my money.
These dudes be doing thousands of dollars, bro.
Yeah, man,
hundreds of thousands sometimes. But if you got it, you got it. But I don't got it.
Yeah. So we're talking a little bit about Supreme, like pre-show. How their drop has been sort of under demand in terms of like what people are willing to pay for it.
Or like resale, like for the t-shirts. I haven't checked like for a lot of the other stuff, but like for t-shirts, I'll tell you this, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, more accessible for you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like for me, I don't have to stress. Hopefully, at least, like I don't have to stress about. And even if I don't hit on Thursday, which I'm sure I will for the 2 shirts that I want, I will eat at least one of them on StockX for like $20 extra. But yeah, and I was looking at the things. Only the Tupac t-shirt is going for a little bit extra. and it's like 125, but that's like it'll drop on Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, when after the online drop.
Yeah.
So but yeah, no, a lot of t-shirts are like hovering around like 60. Even like the Supreme Shop tee, which I thought a lot of people were going for, is like hovering around 60 or 70. And it's like, I mean, I'm happy, you know, like for me, like the more I can get people to like stop trying to buy shit on resale, it's like the better for me, because it's like shit that I want to buy, you know.
So was the drop? It was only in the stores, right? So
yeah.
And it released like across all their stores. Just they had in store like
yeah. Okay. So they did like all the stores,
Okay.
New York, San Francisco, Brooklyn.
Wait, they have a store in Brooklyn and in NYC?
Yeah. So they spread out. That's the thing, man. So for me, like the numbers, the stock numbers are just way higher than it used to be, because they have like 2 stores in New York essentially, and then you have the store in LA, and then you have San Francisco. That's 4 in America. It used to be just 2. When I got into it, it was just New York and LA.
Yeah.
And then now they have like multiple in Europe. They got multiple in Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like the stock is just a lot higher than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's what people need to consider when they're trying to resell, but they're not. Yeah.
But I think for resale, like the stuff that's still always gonna be like crazy is like a lot of the collaborations, you know, like maybe like some SBs, or like we'll see how those SB Jordans look
Jordans.
Like.
So
if there is one, here's the thing, because like we always like go on these Twitters and we like take what they say.
It's fact, yeah.
And we're like, yeah, you know, and like I remember after last week, I showed you a tweet somebody put up like, yeah, the Air Force Ones are gonna be $250.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, that's fucking crazy. Like, how's that, you know? And then it was like, nah, they're $96, you know, which is like very, very affordable.
Yeah, it's cheap.
You know? Yeah, exactly. That's a cheap shoe. I think even for Air Force, I think Air Forces go for 90.
Yeah, the all white base lows go for 90.
So you're paying $6 for like the patch, really, you know? And but yeah, now we look at these Twitter accounts, we're like, yeah, you know.
We're like, that's wild. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, now $250 for those, you know. So but should be interesting. I don't know if those drop. I see people post them, but like I don't know if they got them from like a certain place or if they're just like I saw Eric Costin post them, but that's Eric Costin. Because like, you know, but yeah, I mean, should be interesting. We'll see if you we'll see how it goes, and I'm excited to see what the collaboration is gonna be.
Do you ever get like word or like a preview of like what those are gonna be in terms of the collaborations? Like, have they put anything out teasing anything?
Not yet, but like the dudes like there's some dudes on Twitter and Instagram, like Drops by Jay and like some other people, like they just know. I don't know who those people are. I don't know how they get their information, if they work at the store, but like they always just know, you know, and like, but they'll let you know like the week before, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but yeah, man, you know,
true.
We'll see. A lot of accessories. I heard like in LA they let people buy more than one accessory.
Damn.
Like, and that poncho was not that poncho was
free.
Yeah,
because we were talking about that last episode about what the price was.
The price was. Yeah, the price is $3.99.
Yeah, that's good.
There's no way to be like, cause
they're gonna run out though.
Huh?
Like, I feel like because it's not gonna come with every order. Probably just like the first.
That's
few
what they
weeks.
said, but you'd be surprised because like when I like for the first few seasons, first few weeks of last season, I'd be getting the same like gifts. Like, cause the one before that, they had those balls, those bouncy balls, and I kept getting them. And I doubt those bouncy balls cost more to make than
you think
a poncho.
So?
Yeah, it's a poncho. It's a plastic with a fucking logo on it. You know, I'm just looking at it like that. Like they had like the toy soldiers last season, and I got those in like my first few weeks of orders. You know, and it's like, so for me, I'd be surprised if they run out of them. You know,
okay.
But we'll see. I mean, people on the forums, like on Nike Talk. Nike Talk has a great Supreme thread, and it's just people from everywhere. They talk about going to cop, and you know they're getting their shit. You know, so
true.
Yeah, should be good. And it's like I think even like 2-3 days after, some of the tees are still there. You know, but
yeah, so,
I mean some of them are gone. Some of them sold out too, but some others are still there. So
yeah, so potentially an opportunity for you to really increase your Supreme collection. Coming up.
But like I don't think
anything you like.
I think I'm gonna go crazy this season with the with the t-shirts. Like I like the cherries tee. Like that one, I think I'm definitely getting. And I want the shop tee also. I think that looks good. It looks like a classic Supreme joint to me. And I kind of want the water bottle too. That's coming out on Thursday also. I think the water bottle looks cool. But even that's not reselling for crazy on StockX. So either way, I'm gonna be able to get it. Yeah, but that's really it. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't think I'm going. I really think like some of the shit that they're coming out with is just like not that dope anymore. You know?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are starting to feel similar about that.
Yeah, I mean, they changed the designer. Like, I think the last shit I really liked was like, I mean, I've liked shit from all the past seasons, but like, I think when Angelo Bach was there, maybe the dude after him, like since then, I think the dude who didn't, was it Noah?
Yeah, the guy went to Noah.
Yeah. He's like started his own brand. Like, I think when he was there, like he had dope shit. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, I'm waiting for the collaborations.
Oh,
you know,
true. Yeah.
Get
more info on that.
The first collaboration is gonna be the week after next, so we'll see.
Okay. Oh, so information soon then.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into some releases. So just recapping, I'd say like two of the biggest ones that happened. First, we had the regional Yeezy release. So we had the Earth in the U.S. or in the Americas. The
Earth,
tail light,
fire, wind, and stars, and then they came and made Captain America.
Captain
Planet.
Yeah, I was like Captain America. Do you remember that theme song?
He's a hero.
He's gonna take pollution down to zero.
Hold up, that's the Bernie Sanders theme song. No. But yeah, it was at the Earth.
The Earth, the tailgate,
and then what's the third one again?
The flax. Yeah. So like people slept on these.
What's the one with the orange tab?
That's the tailgate.
That's for Asia.
Yeah. Or tail light, tailgate. Same.
Yeah.
No. That's not for Asia. That one was Europe.
Yeah.
Asia
I think that's the best one out of them for me.
I think that's the best one wear, like just like easy wear.
For me, like I would wear it. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, people are sleeping on the Earth. Like I copped 3 pairs of those.
Yeah.
At least we'll see if 3
I hope it was worth it. I hope people wake up for you.
We'll see if 3 ship for real, because the weird thing is
Yeezy Supply not let you buy more than one?
You're not supposed to buy more than one, so you just like tweak your address a little bit. Okay. So like on one of them, I had my normal address.
Sure.
And I changed my email. And then another one that I copped with like my normal stuff, but then changed my name.
Gotcha.
To just be Yaki instead of Yakiyama. Then another one, I shipped it to my mom's name.
Okay.
At the same address at
her
house. So like,
hey, don't be afraid to ask me, man.
True.
I'm serious.
Okay. Yeah. But the thing is like I think the billing needs to match. But
I'll give you my credit. I mean, Venmo me.
Yeah,
we'll make it work.
All right.
I'm down to help.
Dude,
you know?
Yeah. Damn, dude, that'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, like why not? You know.
True. But so we'll see if all 3 of those ship. But if they do, then that's 3 pairs. Try to hold those a little bit. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. What sizes did you get them in?
In small sizes. So I got like a 6, 6.5, and a 7.
You think you're gonna be able to fit in those?
Yeah, my hands, just my hands.
Walk around, do some handstands.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that's dope.
But so like I really do think I think people are gonna forget about the flax, even though it's like the most difficult to get, just because it's another
it's like
yellow.
Least accessible.
Yeah, least accessible, but it's also
for us
like
here at least.
Yeah, but I'd say for most people.
Yeah,
because I bet just the stock numbers of those pairs are gonna be a lot less than the other ones, but I think the tail light will be the least memorable as well. Just because it looks like other Yeezys.
Yeah.
But this brown one, like this is the only 350 V2 that looks like this.
I got
like there's nothing else that looks like this. So I think it will be one that people will be thinking about.
Are they making regular 350 still, or is it now all 350 V2?
Nah, it's all V2. Because the original 350, the reason they moved to the V2 was that there was like an issue with the shoe, like durability wise. Like it didn't hold up for multiple wears.
I got you.
Yeah.
They didn't want to just call it just 350 and then just updated it without. You don't call it the Jordan 1-2 or something.
But I mean, if you change large parts of the shoe, like the shoe looks different, so it's just like the next iteration. Yeah,
see, as a young Yeezy guy, they all look the same to me. But I'm not saying you're wrong, obviously. But yeah, it's my perspective.
True. And then we had a shock drop, sort of the Travis Scott
email raffle.
Yeah,
drop.
It's like, how do you feel about that, man? Like, because I feel like it makes.
I still think. I mean, the bots still just always win in those situations, you know, because it's like, oh yeah, no, if you have the same IP, you know, it gets canceled, but like a bot will be able to put in like
multiple entries. I mean, like I literally saw in my groups, people were like, okay, I just set up, you know, because like there are raffle bots now too to enter for you, so like people just have multiple emails set up that they can use to access and
Did
enter
anybody
multiple
hit?
times.
Did you see anybody hit?
I saw a couple of successes across the groups, but not a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
And
on Nike Talk, I saw two people.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, like it feels more fair, but I think none of it is fair, really.
Yeah.
I think it's all like, at the end of the day, like, at least you're in a pool, you're in the same pool as other people, and then you can get picked, and where it's like, but it still feels unfair when somebody else has like 20 entries in or however many they have, and you only got one in, you know? So it's like,
it really does.
Less of a chance. So, I mean, but whatever.
Yeah. And like, I think the greater chance for us, you know, speaking as manual users that are not using bots or anything like that, honestly, is if they would have done a first come, first serve with the shock drop.
Yeah.
Because like I showed you how to do the Shopify like bypass thing for nothing, but just think you can do that on any site that is Shopify.
Yeah.
But it's like there are little tricks that you can do to sort of increase your chances of getting this. I remember I used that bypass for the static reflectives.
Yeah, I got a Palace t-shirt like that, the Josh Worthy.
Yeah.
That's how I got it. I did that.
So like it does make it possible, whereas like the raffle, it's like you're pretty much just like, no, you're not, like it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you submit your entry, you're just like, whatever, I don't really care because it's not gonna happen. But so those Trav SB dunks are gonna be releasing only in skate shops.
Yeah.
So on the 29th, don't worry if you missed out on the shock dropper, weren't even aware of it. On the 29th, there'll be a full release. Now, you want to be trying to figure out how your skate shops are going to be releasing these now. On Nike SB's site, they have like a list of the skate shops.
Yeah, I got an email last Friday from, I think it's Cowtown Skateboards. This is a site I ordered stuff from before. And they were doing a raffle, but like
in store?
Yeah, locally. Yeah. And that's like in California. It's like, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the right way to do it. Yeah, I'm cool with it being a skate shop only release
with no sneakers.
I mean, I would have liked it to be. I mean, I'm not gonna wear those shoes. I think I still maintain that those shoes are ugly. But like, it's just me being
like
selfish.
Pretty much guarantees that we're not gonna touch a pair though. Like we're not gonna even have a chance to touch a pair.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, we got the rap. We got go to Crushed.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we do have a chance, but there's gonna be a ton of entries.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we might not win. Like we have as much of a chance of like winning the lottery, but there's a chance.
I was 2 numbers away from that last raffle.
Yeah, maybe now you about to be.
That would be dope.
You about to hit.
That would be dope, man.
I mean, we got to hit sometimes, bro. I mean, no, like
you say that, but
it might not be like next year. It might not be, but like
4 years from now.
Gonna have 10 kids.
Because I feel like all the shoes I've purchased recently have been like less like in demand stuff. Anything in demand, I'm not able to get.
Yeah, I mean that's where shit is moving for me. Where it's like the last SBs I bought like for like a new release was the Truck It High, Truck It Lows, you know, and it's like I had to go on GOAT for those, and it's like even the plums I had to go on StockX for those. Like I'm not the shoes that I want. I just have to like swallow. I'm like, oh fuck it, like I don't want to pay $200 for these, but I kind of want these, and I have $200, so I want to pay for them. But like, it's like I love those plums, but like I don't like that I paid $200 plus for them.
Yeah,
you know, like I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
you know,
it's so tough to even catch the restocks and stuff because of the bots. So
yeah, so it's like that's just kind of where shit is moving, and it's like for us, you know, where it's like you either get lucky on a raffle locally or like a first go. Like again. At our age, I'm not lining up overnight for a shoe. Yeah. It's literally impossible for me. Like, only time I can line up for a shoe is on a Saturday morning. Yeah. You know? So it's like.
Unless they release it the day before and tell you that the release is on Saturday. Remember that? I'm on the
air. Gotta let them know again. Blah, blah, blah.
Man, I'm not going there.
But yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. But is I'm on the air getting these, or you big?
Nah. This is the only store in our area, at least. Like in our immediate area in DC is Crushed. There's a couple skate stores in Maryland. True. And then there's a couple like Fredericksburg, Virginia, and like Norfolk, like further south.
I told you about the store in Fredericksburg, Magic Bullet Shop. I went there. The owner is cool, but he told me that he sizes up like the sneakerheads. He didn't say, I don't know if he said sneakerheads or like the people that, because he wasn't like anti-sneakerhead, because he was like, he even told me, he was like, when skaters are like, oh, you guys can't wear SBs, it's like, yo, dog, like, the Dunk is a basketball shoe, you know, like the like skaters were wearing Jordan 1s when they were I mean, like for Nike SB, they were wearing Jordan 1s. So you can't like be a skater and be like, oh, you can't wear Dunks because you don't skate. It's like, dog, like it's called a dunk, you know. But he was just saying like he kind of like sizes up the resell. Like if he thinks they're a reseller, then like he'll sell it for like I think he told me like a little bit less than what StockX would give, and it's like
that's wild,
bro. Like you can't do that, you know. And it's like. When I bought the Ben G's from him, I think the retail, suggested retail, it is just suggested retail. Those shops can sell it for whatever they want, but everybody sells it for the suggested retail. Most people I see sell it for that, and I think he sold it to me for like $120, and like I was already down there in Fredericksburg. I was like, I didn't drive here for like nothing. I'm not gonna leave, but like it definitely did make me want to like go back to his shop.
True.
You know?
And you wonder what he's gonna do for the Travs.
That's what I'm saying. Like you want to charge $500 for those?
Yeah, because
you know,
if he's doing somewhere between StockX
like,
prices,
like you know. But I could be wrong, but I don't think many skaters are gonna be at your store trying to buy those. I think it's gonna be like a bunch of people who just want to have that shoe, you know, like or sell it like.
400 retail.
Yeah, like again, like the guy was mad cool. Like I sat in that store and I talked to him for like I want to say 30 minutes to maybe close to an hour, but like we talked for a minute, just like a whole bunch of shit. But like it's like, yeah, man, like just sell it for what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're hurting for money. I don't know, but like, yeah. Anyways, should be interesting.
So again, that's the 29th. So just be in touch with your skate shops. And make sure you're paying attention to any raffles that they have going or anything like that.
Yeah. Be respectful of your skate shops too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't be over here just trying to blow up their phone every day. Like, just be patient. They're gonna let you know. Like I promise you. Like,
because
they want to sell those shoes. Trust me. You know, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. So a couple other releases that are also coming end of February around that time frame. So the day before that, there's actually the MNVN Orange. We talked about these a bunch of times.
It's a minivan.
These are construction worker 700s. Yeah.
They call it minivans?
Yeah, the minivans. But so those are regional releasing again. So I don't even remember I think it's Tokyo, France, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Three.
Not Virginia.
Yeah, not around us. And like I literally have seen no one talk about wanting these shoes. So I don't think anyone's gonna really be clamoring for them.
I was gonna say like Orange kind of. We talked about the Syracuse dunks last week.
Mm-hmm.
And like I really bang with those. You saw the thing on the sneakers with that lady that you see how she put them on with no socks on.
I did not see that. Nah.
It was like, yo,
I just saw like the picture, but I didn't.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Nah, I didn't watch it.
Yo, man, I'm so stupid. So look, I've been watching these things, right? And my phone's always been on silent, so I just watched them, and I thought they were silent stories. I thought that like I was supposed to read it and go through, and then I was watching that thing, and I was like, hold up,
there's been audio this whole time, man.
Because you don't know how many of those I've watched. Because I watched the Eric Costin one, I watched like a whole bunch of them.
You trying to get Nike to drop you some sneakers while watching their videos, man.
No, I'm actually legit interested in those videos. I think they're really cool. Like the Eric Costin one, like because I love SB, so like. That dude has a crazy SB collection. There was one with Bobito, Garcia. He talked about like the dunks and stuff like that. Like they're all cool. Even the one with that chick, forgot her name, but with those Syracuse ones. But yeah, if I gotta pick an orange, I'm definitely rocking those before. These minivans. Minivan orange.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could find the cities that it's releasing in.
True,
but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is it Yeezy Supply right there?
It says Yeezy Supply, but it's not going to release on Yeezy Supply because...
Yeah, you notice how?
Just because it was already announced that they're regional releases, and the other MNVN, the all-black one, didn't release on Yeezy Supply. So, yeah, it's not going to... It's just Sneaker News having incorrect information here.
True.
So then the other pair of shoes coming end of the month is the Pine Green Jordan 1s. Yeah. Talked about these last week as well.
They're finally up on sneakers.
Yeah, finally up on sneakers.
You hit the notify me.
Yeah.
Definitely want these, man. I'm still trying to get these. I put up my my Pine Green J-Packs. I put them for sale on Goat yesterday.
Oh, word? You're trying to get rid of them?
Room, yeah. I don't need space for. I don't need to have two colorways of the same shoe like that. You know. Hopefully, I really want these, man. Like for me, like this is like one of the first shoes in a while that I really want, you know, that I hope I get, you know. But we'll see.
True, yeah.
Sneakers gonna be like, nah, you're good.
I'll definitely be going for these. I think I might honestly I don't know. I'll make a decision as the time comes up to it because I definitely like them.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I've spent a lot of money on shoes so far. You know, 3 pairs of the.
Yeah, but you're gonna make that back.
Yeah, I'll make it back, but I don't know. I have to hold it for a little bit.
I feel you.
But so like, I like them. I think I would like them in my size, but it does suck having a size that like, if I do get it, you know,
it's not
gonna sell for much. So like, it could even dip below retail.
Yeah.
You know, because even like the NYC to Paris, Jordan 1, the SBs don't go for anything. I actually got my pair under retail, you know?
I'm surprised that you don't get more shoes, like, sometimes that you strike out. Because, like, with having a big feet, I've heard, like, people with bigger feet, there's not that many of y'all. I mean, whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's easier for you to hit on certain, like, raffles and things like that because...
You would think so.
But it's not the case. Like, for me, I got a 9.5. Like, I'm fucked.
SNS, I don't hit on any raffles. I don't hit on... Even, like, a lot of the things I enter... I do enter my size if I want something. Like, even...
But sneakers, when you got those Air Maxes, you put in the Off-Whites?
That was your size, that was my size.
Yeah. That probably helped you a
little bit. That helped me, yeah. Like, the Yeezys I got in London.
Yeah.
The reason I hit was because it was my size.
Yeah.
But there are some shoes that definitely it's easier to get even after the fact,
right?
Because they're cheaper. Like when I picked up my Static 350 V2s, the Wave Runners, when I picked those up at resale, it was only like $30 over retail.
Yeah,
at the time. But there's other shoes that because they make so few pairs of them that they just I can't get them.
I hear you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, good shit.
But so in some news, so we've been talking about these Fear of God ones, the strings and the all blacks, like the last few weeks, like sort of wondering when they were going to release because they were supposed to be February 10th initially, pushed back and forth. All these different stuff kept happening with them. So it turns out that like the reason that there hasn't been any like solidified release information on them is because they're sort of like a bit of an issue with Jerry Lorenzo and Nike. At least this is what like
what's the issue?
Is being rumored. So I don't know if you remember, but this was maybe like 2 weeks ago or maybe even less than that. He had that whole series with like Allen Iverson where it was like,
I don't pay attention to him.
Okay. Okay. Well, so I'll explain a little bit because there are other people might not be aware either. But essentially, they went and recreated a bunch of photos that Allen Iverson did in like a release of. I don't know if it was a release of his Reeboks back in the day, his answers.
Right.
But like they were heavily featured. And there was a Reebok ad and like, but it was like a lot of like iconic Allen Iverson photos.
Right.
And so Jerry Lorenzo went and like recreated a lot of those photos with his Fear of God clothes and with his Fear of God shoes and stuff. So, and I'll actually put some pictures of some of them up, but, you know, Allen Iverson is a Reebok athlete, like even to this day, is still a Reebok athlete. You know,
was he wearing the Fear of God in those pictures though?
Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
No. These are old Allen Iverson photos. So these are.
Oh, so he wasn't there doing it.
It was just essentially Jerry Lorenzo being in the same pose. Like in the photos Allen Iverson had with his kid, it was Jerry Lorenzo with his kid, like in the photo doing the same pose. Okay. So like apparently it was something. It seems like was just completely done by himself.
You're right,
and not something that Nike signed off on.
Right.
It probably wasn't like the last. Like it probably wasn't like the first thing that had happened. You know, I'm sure that there's some other thing there, but with that happening, it just looks like he's not going to be involved with Nike anymore. Even like at the Fashion Week where they had like the Nike Forum, New York Fashion Week, they had Nike Forum. Like he wasn't featured in any of the photos with any of the other Nike.
It's kind of petty of Nike, isn't it?
I mean, is it petty or has the relationship already been severed? You know what I mean?
And he was just like,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So like it might not even.
So you're not saying that's why the relationship, like he's just doing this afterwards because it's like
I mean, so some people, some theories are that like this. Like that was just like a defiant move to like just essentially I'm gonna do what I want you guys because like there have been other designers that have come through that have complaints about working with Nike. You know what I mean? So like it's not like the first time that something like this has happened. People often feel like they're too constraining or they're not letting you like like sort of keep your creative vision going with what you're doing. So
it's like Sean Witherspoon as soon as he stopped working with Nike, dude was like, you can wear whatever you want. You can wear Adidas.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, because like Nike doesn't play with that stuff. Like you start featuring other athletes that they don't have deals with, or you start showcase. Because that's the thing too. Like literally, there's a shot of him recreating a photo, and he's wearing his Fear of God ones in the photo, the string.
Right.
But there's the white and red Allen Iverson like answers in the other like shot of it, you know, that he's using as a comparison. Yeah. So I don't think it's a big deal.
I don't think it's a big deal at all. And it's like y'all don't have to worry about like Reebok. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess it's the principle. But maybe he's just on some like FU shit too. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. You think he'll like go to like Adidas or something?
That would be. I actually I made a post about that on Twitter, just like joking around. Like, what if Jerry Lorenzo was the one that gave the Fear of God ones to those guys in Chicago?
Oh yeah,
to hand over to
made the trade.
Yeah,
the
made the
passes.
trade. That was like his way of announcing. But I don't know. I mean, I think he already like has a very lucrative and like a good deal in place with like PacSun.
Right.
To sell not only some of his Fear of God like essential like Chucks and stuff like that, his clothes, even some of his own. Well, I guess he sells more of his own sneakers on like Essence.
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily think he needs another like he needs like a big brand to like put his stuff out. It's just a question of like if he wants to keep doing collaborations.
I hear you.
Because if he does want to collab, like obviously it's going to increase his. Because like Nike gave him like free, at least initially. I can't speak fully, but it seemed like they gave him free reign to create new silhouettes, even, which is like not.
Yeah, because it's like he wasn't doing. I mean, those shoes aren't like. It's not like Sean Witherspoon where he got like he put two shoes that were already there together. Or,
like he designed multiple brand new models of shoes. Yeah.
I heard he was inspired by the movie Gladiator when he was making those
one
shoes.
of them. Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah. I wonder if the phone ringing could be heard.
I don't think it will be, but if not,
now you know though. There's a phone ringing in the background.
Yeah, we're in the office right now.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I think it's Nike calling us. They want to design some shoes with us. We'll be back.
Word, man. That's a plug moving forward. only Nike, no Adidas.
2 steps forward, gonna be 2. I'm gonna design one shoe, you design the other shoe.
Yeah.
Yo, dog. I'm gonna shut up because I want people to know about our ideas. Now, so we talked about these before.
Yeah,
we got a release date
like weeks ago
for the Safari SB Dunks. I'm not a fan of these, man. Like earlier, I told you I thought they were hideous. I looked at the pictures of it, like maybe they're not hideous, but like it's just not a shoe I'd wear. Like I'm not, because there was an Air Max like these before, right? And I'm again just not. I get it why people think it's dope. Like, cause I try to look at it and see, like I try to think back to SB's back then, because it's like, you know, somebody might say that this De La Soul is like,
it's like it's a lot going on,
like that, you know, but I have a connection to this. Like I like De La Soul. I love this album. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a connection to it for me. So maybe I'm just being like picky, but I'm just not rocking with them like that. But they are coming out March 14th.
Yeah,
that's what we saw at least. Things can always change, but you say you're gonna try to get those for you?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Especially just SBs. I think 2020 for me is going to be a year that I venture back into SBs. I already got the shadows on my feet right now.
Yeah.
Also have a pair here, size 11. We'll try to be selling soon. So if you need a size 11, hit me soon because it will be on Goat and Gone soon. So
yeah, man. Like for me, like I've always like I definitely took a break from SBs, but I still kept wearing like skateboarding shoes, and I came back to like wearing SBs, but I was wearing like non-dunk SBs. But then like over the last year or two, I just started getting back into it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like for me, it's like, it was the first shoe I collected. Yeah, you remember the first one I had, the mochas?
Yeah.
Yo, people sell mochas for like hundreds now, yo.
Wild.
And like mochas were like a shoe that was just like sitting on the That's why I got them, because they were like the only ones I could get, you know? Because they were just chilling, you know?
That's
and now
crazy.
It's like, it's just funny, man.
Yeah, all those simple SB colorways from back in the day are just worth
dude.
rip.
Like, nigga, like, Puff and Stuffs go for a lot of money now.
Hideous.
Those were those shoes are hideous. Dog.
Those things literally were like available in every single skate shop everywhere.
They were hideous back then, and they're hideous now to me. But now they go for hundreds. Like I want to say they go for at least 4 on StockX right now, which is like for me it's funny because like it's new kids buying them now, and it's like they don't know that we thought these were ugly as shit back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
they got new styles now though.
Is it new styles or is it just hype? It's just like, oh, you know, like we're just gonna get this. True. And you know, but I was watching. I was babysitting a couple nights ago. The dad I babysit for, he has like league pass.
Oh, league pass.
So I was just watching the games. I was watching the Celtics game at halftime. Some dude was rapping. I don't know who it was, but he came out like wearing the MF Dooms. And I'm like, man, like, but I had no idea who the dude was. But it's pretty dope just seeing those on like TV. You know, I definitely still regret selling those.
Yeah, the MF Doom is just classic shoe, man.
MF Dooms, Pee Wee Herman's,
Yeah.
two shoes. Like I think there's like the main two, and Border Blues. If I could get 3 of my shoes back, it'd be Border Blues, MF Dooms, and Pee Wee Herman's. Those 3.
I think I definitely go Send Helps.
Yeah,
and actually,
good,
like
yeah.
I wouldn't have sold my Send Helps if I had them in my size, but them
Yeah.
being a 14, like it just my foot was sliding around so much.
I hear you. Did you buy a 14 just because that's all you could get, or
Yeah, it's funny because it was like some guys just like website that he had set up, like nothing official.
Yeah,
just like another SB dude, and I just bought it off of that site.
Nice.
And it was legit though. It was like a legit pair. That was the thing. Like people were. It was just different time, man. Like there are definitely fakes out there, but like I feel like as long as you knew what you were doing, you were able to get pairs and trust what you were getting because the fakes weren't good.
For sure.
Whereas like now you look at a fake Jordan 1 or a fake Yeezy and it's like them shits be looking like exactly the same except for like minor things if
That's
you get
scary,
a good fake.
man,
Yeah.
Anyways, cool. I think that's it for today for like the for sneakers.
Yeah, for
that was short.
sneakers.
I mean, I feel like you think this is gonna ramp up like with more releases?
More stuff? In March, I feel like there's like ebbs and flows to the calendar with sneakers, right? And like we were sort of at a lull going into February,
right?
And then just have been like running full speed so far during February. At least in my bank account, man, in terms of shoes being purchased.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet for me actually. But yeah.
So so moving on, just one other topic was the death of Pop Smoke.
Yeah, man, another rap death.
Yeah.
Fortunately. Yeah. Like dude was like 20 years old, I think.
Oh, he was that young.
He was
Damn.
20, bro. And it's like I never I can't say I like listened to his music.
Yeah.
I saw that he was popping, like no pun intended, but like it's funny because like I feel like the week before I saw his name and like
I definitely like listened to Rap Caviar and stuff. I feel like he was popping in the playlist.
I think he had just released an album too, and like so he was definitely doing his thing. And then you hear of like his death like that, and it's like to be honest, I checked his music out after he died, and I can't say I'm a fan. Like I'm not gonna go back and like listen to his stuff. It's not. I get it. Like I like because New York has like I've always liked drill music. Like I like the Chicago drill music, but the New York kind of has its own flavor. And I do like some of the artists in New York that do their own thing, like that do the drill stuff. And he's in that category, so I get the appeal, but I don't think that he's like somebody I like. But it's just kind of unfortunate because it's like I said, 20 years old, and initially the word came out that this was a robbery.
Yeah, that's the first report I heard. Was it not that?
I mean, there were other people in the house. He's the only one that got killed. You know, like, and apparently it was a video camera, and like the people were like kind of like hastening the house, and then they like went in and did what they had. I don't know if they had to do it, but apparently
there was a setup of some sort. Then
there was a situation where he stole a Rolls Royce for he had a Rolls Royce for a music video, and he like stole it from the person that like borrowed it to him, like took it from LA to New York. They ended up getting returned, but apparently the Rolls Royce might have been connected to some like high roller in LA. And this is not like confirmed or anything. This is all like beat speculation, like what I'm reading. And but like, maybe he fucked with the wrong person, and then that's what happened, and it's like the thing is like he was a Crip, like a New York Crip. But then you go to LA, which is like gang, like LA is still the gang capital of the world. I don't care what nobody says. And it's like they definitely look at gangsters from New York and other places kind of funny because like they're the originators, So it's like you go over there and you're kind of like doing your thing. You're on Instagram with like the day before he was on Instagram with like money, showing all this type of stuff. And like his manager, like there was a picture where like the address of where they were staying was like right there, And it's like, you gotta be careful, bro. And it's like, it's just unfortunate. But like this young generation with the Instagram, where they want to flash and want to do all this, like they put all this out there. It's like, you got a target on your back. Like you might want to move a little bit more quiet, you know? And maybe he knew he had a target, maybe he didn't. But like either way, and it's like, that's not me trying to be like, oh, he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have done that. Like to me, it's just a sad ass situation, Because like this dude had like this. I don't know that he was gonna blow up, but like he was bubbling.
Yeah, he
like
definitely was.
Like he had a buzz that was gonna be like he was gonna do something, And it's like for that to be cut so short at 20 years old is just fucking unfortunate, man. Like
I didn't even know all that other story stuff about gang affiliations and also just like him sort of being a little reckless.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He's from like a rough part of Brooklyn, and it's like that's just it's just sad. These sometimes like that shit just follows you. Like you can try to do your music, get out that that life, but sometimes it's gonna follow you. Some people wanna keep doing that shit too. Because like he got like it was in the Hollywood Hills that he got killed. So it's not like he was out and like in LA, like on the street and somebody came. No, like they drove to where he had to go, and like the hills is all like they had to go to where he was at.
That makes me think it's either like someone on the inside of his own like personnel,
I thought about that too. Yeah,
or it's literally like a hired hitman type shit for his previous dealings.
I thought about that too. Apparently there was a party like the night before too at his place, and it's like who really knows?
Lines up like a Bond movie or something, man. It's like take out somebody,
who
bro.
Who really knows, man? But again, like the bottom line is just sad. Like we had Nipsey last year. Like we had like all these people die every day. Like not trying to like say only these rappers matter, but we don't. We mostly hear about these people that are famous, and it's like it's just a sad situation, bro. But man, fucking sucks, and hopefully we don't have to have like more of these this year. But like 2020 is like already like we lost Kobe, and it's like I'm not saying Pop Smoke is Kobe, but like
he's definitely not Kobe.
Nah, Kobe is like over. It's still weird to say that Kobe's dead.
Yeah,
to me, it's like but it's only February.
Yeah, man. many months, many days ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for episode 15. Thank you guys for joining us.
Sounds good. Don't forget to check out the YouTube, the Instagram,
Twitter. We're at 2 Steps Pod on Instagram and Twitter. YouTube is 2 Steps Forward Sneaker Podcast. I'm doing my best to try to get the YouTube up in a timely manner. I know this week for episode 14.
Yaki's really just working by himself. I come here, I'll talk shit, and I'm like, all right, dog, let me know when it's up. So if y'all could, show the YouTube video some love. It encouraged me to try to get them done a little sooner, but and donate to our Patreon.
Once it eventually gets set up. So thank you guys for joining us for episode 15. Enjoy the rest of your day, week, whatever, when you're listening to this. Peace.
All right, y'all. Thanks for the gangbang. Shouldn't make that back Saturday.
Oh shit, we're still recording. You can stop on there?